Well, good morning and happy Thanksgiving, my family and friends and YouTube land out there. Welcome to my world of fun. I have some very exciting tags to do today. I truly apologize for not doing any uploads for the last week or so. I have been just busy, 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 and I'm still dealing with my health issues and everything. And I'm still dealing with my responsibilities, my priorities that I have in life outside of YouTube land. But you, my subscribers, my followers, are still very, very important to me. First, today is Thanksgiving, so I want to begin with being thankful today. And that tag goes out to an early Friday tag. Today is Thursday, but I'm going to go ahead and do that early thankful tag because it's by my Reborn Nursery, Tammy, hosted by Tammy. I am very thankful to be alive today. I'm very thankful for everything God has done for me and my family. I'm very thankful to have a roof over my head, food in my refrigerator and on the table. I'm thankful that my bills are paid. I'm thankful that my 90-year-old father is still yet in the land of the living. And he's not just in the land of the living, God is actually restoring his health. And I thank God for that and many, many more. I can go on and on and on about why I am thankful. The next tag I would like to do today is a tag by Gail. Uh, it's Susie Q's Happy Haven Nursery, and that tag consists of Thanksgiving. And she has 10 questions associated with that tag. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that right fast. Turkey, ham, vegan, or something else for your Thanksgiving dinner? My answer would be turkey. Even though I can't eat turkey right now, I still serve it to my family. Um, yeah, due to the doctors checking to see if it's my gallbladder that's giving me all these issues. I have been commanded not to eat any meat. So that's the process I'm going through when it comes to that. But I am still thankful because I am still able to eat. Hallelujah. Got to count our blessings in every situation that we're in. Question two, stuffing, bread, or cornbread? Well, I will have to say cornbread. I like what I call cornbread dressing, is what my mother called cornbread dressing. Different families call their dressing different things. And I've noticed that they even cook differently when it comes to cornbread dressing and stuffing, and the texture of that dish is different from one family to another. So yes, I prefer the cornbread dressing texture versus the bread texture. That bread texture for me is a lot softer. I don't like that softness. I like that cornbread type of feel on my tongue, and yeah, I like cornbread. Question three: potatoes, yam, or regular potatoes, or both? Particularly, I would say just potatoes, white potatoes, mashed potatoes in particular, because normally if I have yams, it's made in a sweet potato pie. So I wouldn't have candy yams and mashed potatoes in one dish. I mean, you know what I mean, in one meal. Normally I just wouldn't do it like that. Question number four, green bean casserole or something else? It would be green bean casserole for me. In fact, that's what we are having this year for Thanksgiving. Question 5, gravy. Do you buy packaged gravy, jars of gravy, or homemade gravy? I really prefer homemade gravy, and I'm gonna leave that alone. I do prefer homemade gravy. I don't have anything against other gravies, but homemade gravy, you get to season that the way you want to, add onion, and people might say they can add that to store bought gravy as well, which is true. Question number 6, salad. Do you prefer fruit salad, veggie salad, or something else? I prefer veggie salad. Question 7, cranberries whole or jellied fresh can? I prefer the jellied can cranberry sauce. Question 8, rolls. Homemade rolls, refrigerated rolls, store bought buttery rolls. I wish I knew how to make homemade rolls. My mother was excellent with that. Unfortunately, I didn't inherit that gift from her. So I do buy store bought rolls. I prefer the Hawaii rolls. Butter or real margarine? I usually use the margarine. Yeah, is it's my first choice. Maybe I like it. Maybe it tastes better. I don't know. I really can't go into more details than that. I usually just grab margarine. Question 10, pie. Pumpkin pie, mince pie, berry, or cherry? These pie choices, I would say neither of the above. Like I said earlier, I'm more of a sweet potato pie person, and also I love pecan pie. So those are the two pies that I try to keep a part of my meals around the holidays if possible. I've made some changes this year simply because of what I'm going through in certain foods that seem to aggravate my condition. So, my family will notice some changes this year, but hopefully, by the grace of God, next year maybe things will be back to normal. Okay. And I have one more tag I want to do, and that tag is by Erica's Precious Ones. That tag entails with how do I collect, and it's about 4 questions. The first question is, do you see your dolls as an inanimate object or babies? I see my dolls as inanimate objects. Um, do I act like some of my dolls are more real babies than others? Of course. Like for instance, the dolls that you're looking at right now. This doll right here, I might treat this doll at times like it's a real baby just because she looks like a real baby. This is my baby I call Gabby. Her real name is Gabrielle. So yes, some of my dolls, like the Karma's World characters up there, you all might be familiar with them. I'll go into more details with them at the end of this video if I don't forget. This little baby right here, he's cute. I named him after my daddy. He is Riley. And that baby back there is Lala. And we got Muffin that's standing in the back. So, I collect all different types of dolls. So, of course, each doll has its own place in my heart, how I treat it. But overall, even though this doll right here looks realistic to me, I know she is a baby doll. So, yes, she is an inanimate object. Question 2, do you have a limit of dolls you collect at once? To be honest with you, I started out probably with a limit in the back of my head somewhere, but over time, over a period of years, because I've been collecting dolls for about maybe 10 years now. And some of the dolls that were in my collection 10 years ago, they're not in my collection now. So I do have about maybe 8 or 9 dolls less than I had 10 years ago. And that's very fortunate and unfortunate at the same time, because I miss some of those dolls. I was able to replace some of them, and some of them I was not able to replace them. So I would say at this point in my life, having, I'm not going to tell you all how many dolls I have in my collection, not today, not in this video. Um, I am going to try to slow down a little bit, even though I have had my eyes on about 2 other dolls recently, and I'm like, Lord, have mercy to myself, Sheila. You need to really, really calm down. So, with that being said, um, I don't have a certain number limit, but in the back of my head, I'm telling myself to maintain self control. I don't like any type of addictions that has me. If it's a habit or a so-called addiction, I still want to be in control of it. So I think it gets to be unhealthy when you lose control of the situation that's going on in your life. Um, when it gets to the point where you are using bill money to buy a dog, then that's a problem. And I don't do that. And I thank God for that. So I don't think that at this point I should be worried about setting a limit, because it hasn't affected my finances. And I thank God for that. Question 3: do you keep your dolls on a shelf or stored away? My dolls are in different areas of my apartment. So I would say they're on shelves. I don't have any of them that's stored away. If I store a doll away, and I have done that in the past, and those dolls that were stored away, they were actually in a closet, and eventually I got rid of them. So it's a bad sign if I store a doll away. That is not a good sign for me at all. That means that I'm having issues bonding with that doll. Oh God, it's just so, it's so many levels why that would be wrong for me to store a doll somewhere, because when I love my dolls, I have them on shelves. Even if I don't actually look at them myself, my dolls are still on display regardless. Question 4: do you have to regularly interact with your dolls in order to keep them? I do not. I do not have to actually interact with my dolls in order to keep them. Like I said, as long as I know I love that doll is on display somewhere in my apartment. I now have an actual doll room that I've talked about several times. In fact, I'm in a doll room right now. Um, these dolls that's in this room, and I don't want to show the rest of them right now because I don't have things proper for the video today, because I had to move stuff around to make this beautiful scenery for you all today for Thanksgiving. So yeah, so the dolls I have in this room uh is to alleviate the clutter in other places of my apartment. So I believe in organization. I don't like for my dolls to look overwhelming. Not in my eyes, not in my husband's eyes, not in my family eyes. Um, I like presentation. a really beautiful presentation. So when my family see my dolls, I like for them to go ooh and ah and not what in the world, okay? And like my father, he's been living with us for 2 months now, and he loves my display of dolls. Even in the room that I have them in, I have my Barbie dolls, some of the Ken dolls, and the children on a shelf real neatly in the area that he sleeps in. And it doesn't scare him, it doesn't overwhelm him. He's always complimenting the display I have before him. So that's important to me, not just to impress my family members. Is healthy for me to keep the dolls under control at all times. And that was the end of that tag in those 4 questions. And I just want to briefly talk to you all about what you all are looking at, particularly the dollhouse back there I picked out from the thrift store for my grandbaby. So that dollhouse, it may stay in my house and it may be traveling back to where they live at the end of Thanksgiving weekend. So I made sure I got it in the video. uh these characters back here real fast. I tried to have some good lighting. My lighting in my doll's room is just horrible, y'all. There's nothing I can do about it. But they are the cast of Karma's World, Netflix series Karma's World. Just a brief story. It's created by Chris Ludacris Bridges, the rapper. And the animated Netflix series follows a 10-year-old girl named Karma Grant as she navigates life in her close-knit Brooklyn community and pursues her passion for hip hop. So you all, if you haven't tuned in to that Netflix series, check it out. It's really, really nice. I have 2 Karmas. The first one is right there, the little second girl right there. But the first one is Winston. That's a boy. There's Karma. And let me get the friends' names right quick for you all. Okay, the little girl with the little white and red and gray long sleeve shirt. Her name is spelled Sabiya Abdullah. And then the next little girl will be her friend Switch Stein. And the next little girl with the braids, her name is Demi Ray Samuels. And these are some of her friends. I guess you could say these are her main friends in Karma's World, because she has other friends as well. And she also has a little brother they call Keys. But Keys, I haven't seen a doll of Keys yet. So if you all go to Walmart, you regular Walmart shoppers, and you stumble into the toy section like I do at Walmart, and you happen to see Keys, let me know in the comments, because I am looking for him and I don't understand why they haven't made a doll for Karma's little brother. I have 2 Karmas, by the way, because the first Karma I bought, that I didn't know anything about Karma's World. I just fell in love with her, and I bought her. She was by herself. The Winston was also bought alone at that time. I have a video somewhere. You all can find it. But these girls right here, including Karma, they was all bought together. So that's how I end up getting 2 Karmas. So that's just some insight. These 2 characters right here, they're just dolls. Actually, the guy, he came with the dollhouse. It was a secondhand dollhouse from the Goodwill store. So he was the only doll that they had packed with a few furniture pieces. This little girl right here, I forget what collection she's a part of, but I got her from Walmart along with a whole bunch of other little girl dolls that I call the kids of Barbie and Ken. So that's how I matched them up. They are part of my Barbie and Ken family. And I think I covered everybody. This little baby right here, y'all, Riley, is actually a Walmart baby doll. I'm sure you all have seen him. He comes as a Caucasian baby. He comes as a boy or girl, depending on what color the outfit is when you see him at Walmart. I actually got him in the blue little outfit, but he also comes in a pink outfit. And I just love this doll, y'all. Little simple Walmart doll that I just fell in love with, and I bought him. That little baby right there, that stand up doll, her name is Muffin. And I got her from the Goodwill thrift store a couple of weeks ago. And this baby right here is actually a knockoff Jasmine at 1.5. Now I do have the real Jasmine at 1.5 as well, but this one right here is a knockoff, and I fell in love with her. I call her Gabby. Her real name is Gabrielle, but I call her Gabby for short. And that baby right there, she is a Ashton Drake original, Alana, but I named her Lala. And that's all I have for you all today. Thank you for tuning in. I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. And my grandbaby is visiting her other grandmother right now, so that's why I don't have her in the video. I'm gonna try to have her in as many videos as I can before they leave. I've already have some videos out there with the grandbaby. Please support those videos. Go over there, like and comment. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for the old subscribers that has been hanging in there with me, been more than unconditionally showing me love every time. And I love you all. My father also thanks all of you. Y'all pray for him. His health does seem to be improving, but sometimes I think he feel a little depressed. So I think it's starting to really set in that, his life has been really turned upside down in so many ways. Him dealing with early dementia and dealing with other health issues, and just so many changes. We think about changes that goes on in our own lives, and sometimes we forget that other people, they're dealing with changes as well. So but overall, he's very thankful. He's the most faithful person to God I know. He's always singing to himself. He sings all the time. I haven't recorded him singing for you all because I realize that he really does need that privacy, because that's how he gets his strength. So when he gives me permission, because he gave me permission times past, I never record my daddy without his permission. He's always given me permission, but lately he kind of just want to do it to himself, and we can understand that, right? But thank you all for all the love, all the private messages. And he is aware that y'all love him. He's aware that y'all miss him, and he just told me to tell you all, God bless you all. Okay, that's from my daddy. I love you all. Take care. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notifications bell for future uploads. And thank you so much, so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Happy Thanksgiving.